I'm back with an yeah. I'm still gonna focus on redemption mode. I kind of don't like start of every single playthrough for Terraria because it's such a hassle, you know. It's like a hassle to like progress. But yeah, I got the whip, I got the goblin tinker, I got like everything. Oh, sorry, it had lunch like not too long ago. I also got a corrupted thingy that turned my pet into a combat pet. But only the combat pet. I don't think they can consider combat pet. But yeah, I also killed the Eye of Tulu yesterday. I took the Eye of Cthulhu yesterday, so it quite nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to kill King Slam, the Touch God, and Thorn like a lot of bosses. Can use the scroll can be found. Okay, yeah, that basically like a lot of early boss I haven't done because I still follow like the old guy for it basically the thing not the thing like it basically like the way I progress stuff. I doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to kill Thorn. I think that's what they call like something called hurt or something. Hurt of Thorn. Yeah. What is it? Ah, fucking hell! There, 1 second. I got a phone call. Can fucking hate it. Okay, I'm back. It just yeah the some problem arise. And my ping's so fine, like there's nothing wrong. But I don't know. Like this might be some weird thing going on. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna kill Horn. Is it summon on him? Okay, so it also it thingy like water, right? Yeah, Bane of the pot forest. Oh shit. Okay, so the fire doesn't do anything. Where my check that? Remove the thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, the soundtrack quite nice though. Oh, you can kill the thing for health too. Ouch. It turned into smoke. Ouch. Shoo! He dead. The Blackfoot has an unfortunate water slain. Oh, so I can kill the bad guy, and I got some. Wait. The forest flora bloom. Oh no, there's some stuff happening. Let me see. Every fifth view of magic weapon shoot a spread of stinger. Oh, this is like a nature item. Oh my god, this. Oh, I should go for mage deal only. But look at it. What the hell? Murderous adept at outer stat. Can hit enemy from spirit frame cast for arcane bolt in the air and it chasing enemy? Yeah, it kind of homing somewhat. Okay. Actually, quite nice. Souls are the same. Oh, why do I have to go for summoning build? Oh, god damn it. I should go for mage build it run it. Nah. I, because I plan to go for spirit mod. For mage build only for spirit mod because you know spirit, magic, or night or something. Yeah. And let me check out the soul I get from the boss to see what they do. Nothing. Slain enemy burst into the seat, the sprawl, bramble, and prawn small chance to decapitated human or enemy, killing them instantly at a chance, or basically poisoning and explode into thingy magically. Eh, I kill Thor now. You choose the right path, please continue. Also, they basically want me to be a good guy. I'm just gonna kill all the bosses, but I'm not gonna 100% be a good guy or a bad guy. He's a neutral or straight up evil. But yeah, I think there is another one, like the scroll one, I think. Or maybe not a scroll. Don't know what it called. Uh, what is that thing called again? I actually mute myself. No, never mind, it's still same. No. The problem, I mean, after it work out there, that thing. That was like, even is a forbidden ritual. Forbidden ritual. Forbidden. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. The challenge has something to say about it either. Which one the right path, blah blah blah. Not a small email. Waiting. What happened? To summon a demon so close to my lens, it heresy? Repents. Repent, I see. Need a smack you. Nah, I'm gonna kill you, dude. Think you are tough? Oh shit. Ouch. Is that a book? Oh no. Oh no. I need to I need to destroy the book. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come my minion. I was. Ooh. Oh, I'm tempting to go for Calamity Summon build. I don't know why. Like I saw Calamity has some good summon build. But in the future, yeah, when I finish all the normal morphers, and I will focus only on Calamity and Fargo build. Fargo morph. Uh-oh. Whip, 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 whip. No buff, mind you. Like I don't summon any buff. I don't have like the bewitching field. Well, if RL fail, oh no, he gonna grenade. Oh, is that a holy grenade? Nice job. Send Matter. Mahalo gonna. Can I spare him or I can kill him? Well, kill him it again. Oh, you can spare him. Okay. And you're right there. Oh, we actually remove my alignment. If people summon a holy show orbits around the user, increase increase holy what? It increased my resistance but decreasing my hollow resistance? Oh shit, a holy grenade. Oh, what the fuck? What is that damage? The oh, is a miniature. Is it thing like a miniature? What do you call it? This prismatic thing from the. Oh, I haven't been using this thing, but it's not quite not bad. Yeah, look at the shield. Let me see. Holy grenade. 45 damage, 100 damage. Deal double damage, raw point, and penetrates the defense. Increase damage against undead. You've done good so far. I could kill the priest over and over again to basically. Nah, we'll do it later on. The keeper using a wedding ring at night. Okay, I think I got a wedding ring right. Yeah, I probably need to build a house. Yeah, I probably need to build another house for like my NPC to live in. Like it already full. Zip mode adds so much NPC early on, it's kind of wild. Maybe I should build like an NPC hall in a jungle biome basically for maybe for the dryad because unless I don't have anything for it. This dryad like the forest mode or something. I think I don't know. Let's wait until night, so I'm gonna kill. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you wanna kill the keeper? But I progress so fast to I just kill like 3 boss in like a few minutes. I mean, after the start buff mod, it kind of do a thing. I do like the introduction for whip for summoning everything else. Because here I think the whip is so good. It basically act like a melee weapon, like a slightly longer melee range, and it arms your minion even more. And yeah, draw enemy, draw summon deal more damage, so yeah, 6 summon pack damage and all that stuff. Which is quite nice. Yep, three boy, three fling boy. Now I'm gonna craft some potion. Because I'm playing at a minion build, my potion is freezing good. Also, this is the non-calamity but potion, so I don't know like what actually normal potion and potion from yeah. I think from alchemy mod. But yeah, you the bewitching potion is insanely nice because it increasing like my summon by 1. And can I even use the potion for like 1 more summon? And like they stack with a focus on what's called the table, like the hand table keeper. Hello. Oh shit. Oh, she's eating like dog enemy. Ooh. Come on, my minion. Do you think like dog alignment? Oh, I see now. I mean, it's a wedding ring, so do you think gonna be like the cost bride or something? Oh, it's Teal! Oh shit. That's right. The shield quite nice though. Yeah, look at the shield block the rain attack, the spell. I see that. And unless something tell me she is out of her misery, yes. That means that oh no. There is a master mode, so it pick up help, gain a short burst of regen. Or actually, this is actually really nice. It like insanely good if you're doing if you're farming, going around. But picking help gives you like a small regen. The keeper claw, the claw. Ooh. Oh, it costs not health. Oh, the gems. Wait, I didn't get any alignment from killing the keeper, even though see like evil on the picture. But I gotta get the op step. I think I need 8 lost soul, but I don't know how to get lost soul. Ops, kill the skeleton, draw soul, but I don't know how to do to get soul. Are you gonna? You need to attack the soul. May attract the people food creation on the ground. Oh, nice. That's yeah. So far, in progress insanely good, insanely fast. Now I want to go to the jungle to get the shoe, you know, the what possible. Should I go building? But I cannot. Oh fuck! It's full already. God damn. Yeah, this kind of my bad because I'm a holder. I basically collected pretty much almost everything. That like in my time thing. Yeah, it kind of my bad. But yeah, a little bit will will aid you from what like. Does it actually attack? Let me see. Turn off all the my minion. Wait, oh, they actually attack, but not that much though. Like, look at it. Oh yeah. They do attack, but I think accessory is still way better. Unless I can put it in here. Nope, I cannot put it in there, so yeah, unfortunately. Like it's a equipable, but it doesn't consider Tesla. Or maybe, let me see. No, no, it doesn't consider a Tesla. It was. I don't see the name. What are the items? Not that cool. You see Squire. But Aston Chisel. It good because it have 30% mining speed. 25%, yeah. I think I'm gonna go underground a little bit. Summon an Isa Panther to fight for you. Okay? And Panther. And 1, 2, 3. Does it attack? Nope, they does. I thought they can attack through the screen, like you know, like the ghost, like Abigail Ghost, you know. Can you sell me some laptop? What you mean? Oh, I think it's a number of neighbors and I like to understand whether the root of the customer. I think it's a little bit low money. Like, what is it? Why can you not you sell me like the teleport rock? Maybe you what? What? But you know, Tani see a frozen meme. I didn't want to if you believe it. Oh, yeah, see the soft and silver shine armor. Like, what? What else do you sell? I I need. Yeah, I cannot tell you teleporting here because there's no pylon that work. But they don't sell the forest pylon thing. I think too many people here, right? I want to get it. Yeah. Like I have still the follower. Kind of annoying that the fling and the mystic palette doesn't consider two different enemy anymore. Probably need to build another house for NPC though. Like there's so many NPCs suddenly. This thing doesn't look good. Like the ETL thing is a painter, but it doesn't attack that fast, right? Like it can extremely great knockback. It doesn't say the attack speed. And like, let me see. Is there any monster here? Can I contest the goddamn summoning? No? I mean, there's a mushroom biome. There used to be a lot of monsters. What's the school? What the heck? I have finally found you, Roman. Prepare to read what you saw. But I'm not even ready. So I kill. So I kill hit white. We're traveling merchant up here. Oh shit. My dear mission, I have killed. Oh yeah, actually, I definitely killed hit white. Lot of soul. How can I get them so hard? Okay. Ooh, what the hell? That is so good. Look at that. Did a melee item by the way, so good. You can throw it out, and you can hold it to like summon the thing. Very nice. Abandoned Teddy. The Charlie has some say. I'd rather Teddy bear bring peace to the misfortune. Not wanna keep it there. School digger mask. Oh, I want to dress like a. If people will summon a mini sporty girls, he tried to wear. Oh, that is really nice. Yeah, that a good pet, never mind. I the missing palette, I believe it's good for bossing, but not really good for like mobbing. Yeah, for summon Abigail to do the stuff. Wait, so I kill Hitwife, and I'll kill him, and he had a teddy bear? Does that mean, oh no, I have to fight hit kid in the future? He has a keeper. Wait, where's the right figure? There's a school that goes right after that. Yeah. Yeah, I think after I'm done with it, I probably gonna creep some of the boss fights, basically compiled into like kind of in compilation with me fighting bosses. Very nice, sir. Yeah, basically, I just want to get one more pot. I just need one. Yeah, sorry. Oh my god, the fucking creeper just go, they go just appear out of nowhere, kind of. I keep forgetting like either boss stuff. Yeah. Can I even get an ETO whip? Like I kind of want the whip to hit the soul, you know, hitting like the nature whip. Oh, I'm visiting whip, so yeah, can hit enemy from spirit realm. So I'm gonna test it. We got like the soul. I kind of need the soul for summon. What is that thing? What is that? Oh, he just appear right in front of me, and sometimes I keep thinking, okay, it's the enemy, is the a mob enemy, but he still stay the same side as but he still stay the same side as like as when I defeated him, so he looked like that. You know, like he was head. Yeah, look at that. He just oh, I like the fling. The fling's so flux. It's called fling of flux. Fling's sick. English horse, okay. Dude, I'm not breaking the rule. I'm still using the melee only. Melee only. The reason I'm using Z to basically try to kill the soul after I kill the enemy. Basically, after I kill the skeleton, they're gonna release the soul, so I kind of need to attack the soul to get the soul crap item. It ain't cheating. I'm not cheating. It ain't breaking. Like my minion doesn't have any. Doesn't have like any melee. Doesn't cannot attack the spirit realm. Yeah. I don't need to dig down to help him. Oh no, this play doesn't have anything. It play, yeah. But it, oh, no, it doesn't do like that. Oh, never mind, I'm so dumb there. Thought I can hit the spirit realm as a rose, the soul, consider it, but no. Oh, no. So how do you get the soul again? Do something good. Besides it. Okay, let me see. I think lost soul, is that what it's called? Yeah, lost soul. So it draw from school, digger, corpses, gather menacing, all of that. But how do you get lost soul? I keep that's a skeleton. But it isn't it. I just want it, saying ignore enemy goblin, obfuscate and shower the target, healing's token. Oh yeah, like I actually need 8 of them. Oh yeah, look at it. There's a lost soul. But how did you get lost soul there? I don't know how do you get lost soul. Oh, is he going piercing too? Or is he gonna be if I play melee, I probably easy kills that's boss either one. Oh, is it considered melee? So I cannot even attack it. A small region, but yes, I think quite nice for a small region. I just want another heart. The heart, could you give love a bad name, bad name? How can I get the soul? How did I get the lost soul? That's another thing. What is it? Soul here. I need to follow it. It should disappear. Yeah, it should disappear. I can't even attack a lost soul. Would you get a lost soul? I killed Story Girl. I didn't see any lost soul. I killed Counter the skeleton. It doesn't drop lost soul. And my Abigail can touch yeah, ignore me. Can attack enemy from spirit realm. It touches the soul. It doesn't do anything. Do I need to whip it? No, even if I whip it, yeah, using this item, it doesn't do anything. I still don't know how you get the lost soul. Oh, yeah, it disappeared. Do I need to do something to get the lost soul? Dude, I don't want to open the Wikipedia. Like I like Terraria. That's why I just mod things in the game to make sure I don't read Wikipedia. For example, the mod checklist and the cooking recipe. That like the bad suit for Terraria, to be honest. Like if you kind of need a guy, like if you need to go to Wikipedia to the fuck is that thing? Oh, I got school break. Who's that chef? Let's head inside there, but I don't know how to get it. Oh, never mind, I found the last hot. Major point. The money. Money. Don't tell me they're gonna be summoning another boss. I'm not ready for it. What is it? Right click off the dead ringer. Right click a soulful. Contain a friendly spirit by a spirit who requests you into Kozo who pick. Oh, nothing. No. Never mind. And it can open the door anyway. Do I have any? Yeah. Nope. Okay, so did think right click on Soulful Spirit. Um, Spirit Walker. Hold Spirit Walker for 1 second to speak. Spirit Walking. Bedringer. Lost Soul and Raven. What's a Bedringer? Are you? I'm from the Spirit of Someone. I forgot my own name. Oh, so basically I can go into Spirit Realm. Okay, god damn it. Does that basically mean it on my mode configuration? Okay. Spirit Realm, unreasonable, no patience, redemption, oh wait, never mind. Is it not it? Shit. Okay. Oh, it must be on the control, and let me see. Spirit K. Okay, refer to K. Okay. K. Hold for 1 second. So does it mean I'm in the spirit realm? Why spirit realm? Spirit currency can spawn, giving you a way to transform near some. Okay. So what now? I saw a lot of soul flying around. And now I can now get lost soul. Oh, I can attack the spirit now. So even if I attack a spirit, I still unable to get lost soul. God fucking damn, this thing like give me your soul. Give me. Okay, I think I'm out of spirit realm. They should add like an indicator if you in a spirit realm or not. To be honest, like and like above, right? You currently in spirit realm and you holding it back. You currently outside spirit realm. Like oh shit, a boomerang, swimmer. Whip, 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 whip. Oh yeah, now I got a dead ringer, so so that means I can talk to the dead. Now, okay, let's head back to a few place. I didn't get it. Yeah, sorry. Basically, I'm now in spirit realm. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I can attack the spirit, the dragon, the spirit. It doesn't decrease my alignment, but it's so good too because I can just attack the thing, even though it doesn't drop like money, but it drop like it sometimes drops the enhancement. Or it does hit me though. It hit me though. Okay, so let me see. Does it think? Nope, I still unable to hit the soul. I can hit the spirit, but I'm not allowed to hit the soul. I want the soul. I want the lost soul to craft the summoning item, please. Please. Oh, I'm gonna head up there because there is a skeleton there sitting there, so I can call up the soul. No, like this actually a cool mod. Like, is it? No. This thing for dead, right? Yeah, I think it's for dead. I think I can use dead ringer. The dead ringer. I can use the dead ringer to skeletons that have like face and eye up here. Yeah, like that one. Oh my god. Oh man, spirit. Oh, come on, your fancy Alpha, yo, my god, man, really good. You got no reaction. Come on, I just feel loud. Not even slightest shiver in your boot. Ray Cleaver back in my farm. Golden Rune. So basically, until God of Decay appear. Oh, I have to kill God. How do you go? Terraria stuff. God of Decay. Bring up disease. Boss God. And who's the president is y'all living as the Asian war. Ringer, yeah, the Terraria is in fact trade in the capital is supposed to be again knowledge, but I'm sure it probably needs I don't know rocks of but I could you in my cup. I like this job keep my cup of weapon left because a bonehead Tomb Raider I know. Fishing the big right still but I see. Basically like doing a quest life was it guy. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. But I'm gonna turn off the spirit first. I'm gonna keep that ringer here. Can I even craft the great bigger soul axe? It is a thing, right? That should be. Okay, let's head back down. Very interested mod so far. Keep my hook on. You know, start up quite bad because I choose summoning instead of like melee, rain or anything. So yeah, because the weak cast in here is not even melee. Melee back then, yeah, they weak, but now melee actually quite nice now. There are a lot of different type melee weapon and the way it had effect. Saying good now. Good now. And they even introduce a whip, so it makes your summon insanely nice. Yeah. The next mod I plan to go after it is a spirit mod. And after I done with the spirit mod, I will see also I see also there a mod called the Lost Realm, right? And I think I don't know, I haven't seen anything about it. Or anything. But I will try out. Yeah, I only summon 3 Fling now. Actually I can only summon 2 Fling because of the Oh, I need the Blade Ringer to summon. Offer. Give me something to imbue for. Oh, goddamn. What is that thing called? Yeah. MT Crux called something. Mice will require imbue their cause of who super around amount to the. What the? Oh. Fucking static me there. Oh, so the drive can for it send the rules. No, like I kind of panic. I see it just shaking and it turned red and I go like, what the fuck is happening to me? Please give me spirit, soul, everything. Orange blood flow. Like die. Yeah. I don't know how do you mix it? Not how mix it. How do you even get the lost soul? It's I don't know. Because it holy damage. Nah, I'm not gonna do any holy damage. I'm summoner. I will summon minion. Kill enemy with my minion. I don't want to be neutral either, but neutral kind of annoying. Unless the dark side, like the evil side, will side offer me better stuff for my summon. So, okay. To be honest, moral thing is just based on stuff. Also quite nice that I summon a minion, and instead of like a minion, it's like a sin. Will just show up and try to fight me. Mm, no. I I, I kind of used to master mode by now. Like back then, people say expert mode is hard, and now people just play on expert mode like every time. Yeah, and now people wanna play master mode. Every time. Okay, why did I yawn so much? God damn. Not even tired. We just. Okay, so I got this thing. Wow, it does so much damage. Consume soul on it can only press it. Oh. Oh. Oh, I can summon this soul for 5. What the fuck even is that? Uh. Shit, I'm in the water. Oh, fuck, I. Huh? Hey, where am I? I mean the far right side of the map. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head back. Probably like a teleport portal thing. Okay, so I basically need a lost soul to summon it. So right click to take the stupid back because you summon spirit two scattering wanderer and a duelist. Yeah, still I don't know how to get spirit though. Like soul shake. Oh wait, I killed the soul. I killed a soul, but it dropped me like a slushy. Tastes like marshmallow. But I said, yeah. So zip mode, quite nice. You can be a necromancer in zip mode. Summon soul, spirit, and skeleton, and all the shit. Ooh, this guy look like a mage. But I'm a resident of Rotion Demon. Just got midnight shit. So how do you get the lost soul again? Like I don't. I think I got the night shit, yeah. No, not the night shit. What it costs? Something. Yeah. Oh, it actually cost nice. So this craft it a summon crust call 116 to 125 base health. It deal 24 summon damage and 4. You can only use one spirit cause at one time. Does it one summon the soldier? The soldier one probably like melee, right? There should be a different type of summon. Because they're gonna be soldiers, they're gonna be mage, they're gonna be knight, warrior, and all the stuff, yeah. Oh, is it? So basically, I need a lot of procs call. And do the quest, of course, and stuff. I just do the guy, the axe dude. You actually need to explore a lot, so because like they're tired of taking. But now the main problem is how did you get soul? But I don't get any lost souls, so hope he ran unrestricted interaction with spirit allow to use spirit current while in spirit current can spawn with you what you can push near soul remain. I like summon. Ooh, I got the jellyfish one. I actually had a lot of plan now. Basically, when I finish the Calamity mod, I will. I don't know, like what mod is way longer, Calamity mod or Fargo Soul mod? Where I plan to like before I just basically at really end, like when I finish all the mod I plan to do, I will play the Calamity mod and Fargo Soul. And after I done with both of those two mods, I will hop to Inferno mod and the combination between the Fargo mod and Calamity mod. Three nice shit. Okay, never mind that. Use you. I'm gonna head to the jungle. Have is the inventory. We'll try to keep a food creation underground. So I think I've done it. I'm gonna keep eating. Gathering gonna still keep it. Throw box away. The detail meter is fine, I guess. But alchemist. Yeah, dude. Wait, what? How do you get the soul? Don't tell me I need to get a net to do it. Okay, I'm gonna pass it out. I'm gonna try to buy a net and try to capture soul with a net. Or maybe they are better than that. Only step, no. No fucking way, you capture lost soul with a fucking net. I'm fucking done. You capture lost soul with a goddamn net. No fucking way. The lost soul with a oh, that's that right. Time to craft another summoning item. Where is that thing called? You need like 8 soul or something. Yeah, like 24 elder wood. I should have enough elder wood, right? Filter magic weapon, a summoning weapon. Oh, don't tell me I don't have enough elder wood. God damn it! I need. Oh, fuck. Ah. Anyone sell elder wood? Nobody sell elder wood. Oh wait, funny enough, you can actually like summon your right click the launch spirit to your position. Consider one. Oh. Redeemer Scathing Wonder, Redeemer Duelist, and Redeemer Wonder. Was they gonna fight for me? They basically act like a summon, but they actually not like any summon. They didn't follow me, so yeah. And I need to capture the soul to basically force them to follow me. It's a weird mechanic. I never know that you can capture the lost soul with, you know, bug net. Sign. Oh yeah, they do follow you, but only after like you teleport far away from them. They teleport to you. Yeah. I need to kill a lost soul next to me if I'm using my croc star on him. It got its some 10 crocs at the same time, so it kind of annoying. Plus 10 soul per crocs or per use. It only costs 1 to spawn them next to you. I wish the spawner doesn't cost anything, but I get it kind of like the balancing because you have 3 summon at once. So yeah. They also take damage too, which he kind of doesn't. If they take damage, then they're also kind of bad. Because I don't like it when like my summon take damage or die. Hit count here. Right click to despawn your spirit as a proc spell. Where's the wood? Stone. I need the elder wood. Where did you get elder wood? Where did I actually go? I forgot, where did you get elder wood again? God damn it. Can I even buy elder wood? Turn on the spirit realm. Be gone. This guy doesn't spell any spirit realm. Doesn't spell any elder wood to me. Nothing. The material crafting it doesn't have much. Music box keeper. Music box. They don't have any summoning accessory. Okay. My day, my shit, my ADHD coming on.
I've had like a huge problem with ad blockers, and I've had a problem with ads. I don't know about you guys, but
Nobody like good. If YouTube can here's the thing for me, I don't care. But not that I don't care, it's more like the amount of ads you have to watch.
every single time that I go and I try to look at a like a video on YouTube, before I was
God damn it, it's not lagging again.
getting 5 and 15-second skippable ads, now I feel like I'm getting 40 and 50-second skippable ads constantly. And it's getting to the point to where like I almost don't want to watch YouTube. And I'm doing it on like my PS4, right? And so I don't have ad block installed on a PS4.
YouTube loves ads more than P. Diddy loves baby oil. They have made so many decisions that all revolve around feeding people as many ads as possible and in many ways as possible. I'm sure all of you saw a few days ago they announced that they're officially fully rolling out the ads experience while a video is paused. So now when you Pardon my phlegm.
Yeah.
I had to go take care of business there. So now when you pause a video, you can be served an ad. They call it the pause experience.
So pause experience, that means you pause the ad and you can still see how it go. Oh my fucking god, this is so cool.
Pause experience. So I have no problem with them doing that, but somebody brought up a really good point with this.
Why the fuck does it keep loading? Like it's still fine a few seconds ago.
Which is, if you're watching a video and it's like a technical video, you want to pause the video so you can watch and take in all of the information that the video is trying to present. But you can't do that if they just keep putting new shit in there. It's getting in the way, yeah.
Nomenclature. That is so fucking silly.
Pause experience.
This is the pause experience, which is why we're serving you a Dunkin' Donuts ad. But I'm not here just to focus on YouTube's abundance of ads. I'm here to talk about its war on ad blockers. This is something that's been going on for a while now. There's been tons of mangled corpses left out in the street from this battle, and now there's been a new casualty.
Like what?
Me. So, I've noticed over the last few days, and I know I'm not alone, that YouTube has done a lot more to beef up its protocol against ad blockers.
Why keep loading? Like it's not like my internet is not bad or anything. Like I still have reading like my OBS like 0 drop and 0.1 drop. That is.
Its war on ad blockers. This is something that's been going on for a while now. There's been tons of mangled corpses left out in the street from this battle, and now there's been a new casualty. Me. So, I've noticed over the last few days, and I know I'm not alone, that YouTube has done a lot more to beef up its protocol against ad blockers.
I use uBlock Origin, and I think the answer to that is absolutely yes. 100%. Yeah, they want you to get premium. Yeah. They're trying to push people to use premium. And they're trying to stop. Like, the thing is that you're always going to have ad blockers, and you're always going to have companies trying to stop ad blockers. Like, this is an endless cat and mouse game.
So, when I've been trying to watch videos on my account that is not a premium subscriber, I've been getting this notice. Video player will be blocked after one video. It looks like you may be using an ad blocker. Video playback will be blocked unless YouTube is allow listed or ad blocker is disabled. Ads allow YouTube to be used by billions worldwide. You can go ad-free with premium, and creators can still get paid from your subscription. YouTube lets you get 3 free samples in there with your ad block still enabled, but they hate ad block. They hate that more than P. Diddy hates security cameras. So they give you these 3, but once you finish your rations, they shut you down. They put the kibosh on that. They give you this. Ad blockers violate YouTube's terms of service, and then it's the same bullet point list there. And then you can't watch any videos going forward unless you disable it or pay for YouTube Premium. Now, this isn't new. I remember this rolled out like a year ago as kind of
they've been doing this for a long time, and I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to boil the frog. They're trying to implement this and put it in very incrementally to where people can never really have like one point of, oh my god, this is really bad. There's just a lot of bad points in a row that there's never any like concerted frustration around. It's a business. Well, if it's a business, then I think it should exist in a way that, you know, makes customers happy. Now, I think that YouTube obviously is going to want to block ads. Like, this is my take on ad blockers, and I know this might sound stupid, but I actually think that YouTube should continue to allow ad blockers to exist, but just make them harder to use. Because again, like I went through like all of the logic and like the rationality about this. I'll probably do that at the end of the video, maybe towards the end. because like it's like a long thing, I've said it before, but basically it makes financial sense for YouTube to allow ad blockers. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you logically think about it, it is true. If you understand the way that ads are paid for.
This, but not all users. And uBlock Origin was able to get around this no problem.
Yeah, they
now,
sure
I wasn't
did.
using uBlock Origin. I had this happen briefly a year ago, or maybe it wasn't a year ago. Time moves so differently when you hit 30. It's like entering into a fucking black hole. Everything's all cattywampus when it comes to the perception of time. But whenever it was, months ago, I had
A lot
this
of
happen
seven, yeah.
occasionally for like a day or so.
Yeah, I have the
just
same
using
thing happen.
normal ad block, and then it went away. I'm guessing that it was just an experiment. And
People
they
should
decided
don't
just
like
to
the
put it
large
back in
amount
the
of
fucking
ads at
shoebox
all.
or whatever. But now we're back at the rodeo, and this has been going on for 4 days for me. So I decided, let's see if uBlock Origin works. So I grabbed uBlock Origin, and sure enough, it gets around this no problem.
It sure does. It's crazy because I hear people always complain about ads.
You can
I
use
never
Origin
have
first.
ads, bro. Like, not on my PC.
I used to have like this
Yeah,
problem. I just
it's
using
great.
uBlock and fine.
But I can't help but wonder, how long will it last?
It
because
won't.
YouTube is constantly trying new ways
Yeah, of course.
feeding you ads and breaking ad blockers. Like, they clearly villainize it. It's very obvious. They're not pulling any punches. They're not
Well,
trying...
they have to villainize it, realistically.
Because they're
If
gonna do a lot
everybody
of money.
that
Yeah.
used YouTube used an ad blocker, YouTube wouldn't exist. Straight up. They have to have ads on YouTube, or YouTube would not be allowed to exist. So there has to be somebody watching the ads. So, like, if you have the perspective where it's like, I want to consume free content, and I don't want to see any ads, this perspective, YouTube cannot appeal to it. They can't. Like, financially, functionally, as a business, no company can appeal to this perspective. Now, it doesn't matter how much you want that or how much you think that's true. You have to be able to acknowledge logically that a company can't do this.
The company cannot survive
trying to
without
hide or
you know,
anything. They are saying,
on-site.
if you use an ad blocker, it's against our terms of service. It violates it. So
Land
the
matter.
fact that uBlock works is probably something they're not overly thrilled about.
No, and it will
And I
stop
remember
eventually.
a few months ago,
Oh,
Ludohar
we
made a
could grab
video
the
about
hood
how
back with it.
YouTube is experimenting with
Anti-plan matter
server-side
and
ad
fall
injections.
level.
So, like, they are constantly trying to innovate in ways to blast your ass with ads. And right now, uBlock is able to put, like, a shield on your butt cheeks to stop this from happening, but will it always work with getting
No.
around
No.
YouTube's ads? I have no clue.
In the
I'm way
future,
too
they're
fucking
gonna-
stupid to have the answer
yeah.
to that question. Why are you...
Well, eventually they will, and then eventually somebody will figure out a way around it, and then this will keep going. Like, it's not like we're all using uBlock Origin 1.0. uBlock Origin is updated all of the time, same as all of the ad blockers. So is YouTube. This is constantly an escalation war.
Been asking me. I struggle to remember how to do long division sometimes. Clearly, I wouldn't have the answer to this one. But I do think YouTube is probably having like an entire dedicated fish tank all focused on brainstorming how to break uBlock Origin and every other ad block to force...
I wonder if the company whose profit metrics are built around ads, I wonder if they have people at the company whose job it is to make sure that that happens. Abso-fucking-lutely they do. Yes, it's huge. If I was YouTube, I'd have them. Absolutely. If you guys ran YouTube, you'd have them. Everybody would have them. Of course.
people into either paying for YouTube Premium or allowing ads on the site. What I do know for sure is that the internet itself is unusable without an ad blocker. Period.
There's
Full
so
stop.
many
I'm not
apps,
being
it's so
exaggeratory.
annoying.
It is literally not possible to use the internet without an ad block. Go to any mainstream journalist website, try and read an
There, porn websites in the early 2000s had less pop-ups and were less intrusive with ads than the New York Times is today. It's fucking insane.
article without an ad blocker, you will find
Yes.
maybe 2 sentences that are broken up by
Any
5 ads,
hentai
an
website
auto-playing ad,
is
a
better than
banner
Forbes.
ad, audio ads that play in the
Crazy.
background.
Bruh.
You can't get any of the content
Wait, I
on
don't
the
need that.
internet
Oh, no,
anymore
I had
No.
the
without
whip,
an ad
the
block.
nature
It doesn't
whip, so
exist.
the nature.
The ads are the content. Like, that is the internet now. It's
Fuck.
fucking tragic.
Yeah.
And YouTube is bad without an ad block because unskippable ads out the wazoo, ads that play even when you pause a video now, like
Naturally.
it's excessive. I know I already made a video on this topic like 6 months ago about how the internet doesn't function without an ad block anymore, but it needs to be driven home just how bad of an experience that is. It's not even an experience. At that point, the only
You guys might not truly understand what this is like. Okay, so you got 1 ad right there, 2 ads right there, there's another ad right there, ad got removed, there's an ad right there, another ad, no, it's not an ad right there. Okay, I want to show you notifications as well. They've got an ad right here, got an ad right there, there we go, more for you, another ad right there, oh, another ad, another big ad, buy this car, more from this games right here, another ad right here. Holy shit!
Ad everywhere.
Holy shit!
I think they want
Oh,
out
there's
of
a
wood, right?
pop-up. Kotaku. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and start this out. And I don't really think I have a lot of ad blockers on this, okay? Let's see, the ads were loading. There's an ad right here. Okay, we got an ad right here, a video ad, another ad right here. Got a second ad right there. This probably is another, this is an ad for another video that they're doing that has an ad in it. So it's an ad for a video that you're not trying to watch. It has an ad for a product you're not trying to buy. And then there's another ad right there. And then you scroll down away from the video. Now the video is picture and it's smaller. You're still looking at the fucking Fox. There's another fucking ad. It's Adobe. You want to keep reading. Guess what you have to read? That's right, another fucking ad. And then you've got that ad. Then you have this ad. Now the website's lagging. I'm lagging now. Okay, you've got one. Okay, this is a screenshot. Then you've got this ad. And then there's the other ad right there. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us your email address. Hey, have you been to CVS lately? Hey, look at me. Thumbs down. Oh, wow, look at that. There's another fucking ad. Buy this house. Oh, here's an ad. Look at this guy. It's your old guy and his son. Buy fucking insurance. Oh, here's another ad. Renew your look. Don't play this game if you're under 40 because it's probably porn. Never mind, it's Raid Shadow Legends. And then look at this, Bumble and Bumble. Oh, there's another one. The secret game for gamers over 42 years old with a Asian girl in what looks like a schoolgirl outfit between the ages of probably 16 and 21. And then here we go, another ad right here. She wished on a star, Disney Plus. Another ad. Another ad, Progressive Insurance. Another ad, scrolling down, ads. Look at this, ad. I feel like, look at this. This is insane. You've got another ad. Now you've got whole body deodorant. Why are day traders switching to futures? Click this ad and find out. Amazon's worst nightmare. Yeah, look at this. Last month's popular Twitch clip was just a butt. Wow, amazing content. By the way, look at the difference between these 2 pizzas. Look at these shoes. Give Kamala Harris money. Adobe Photoshop. Oh, wow, here's another ad. We're almost at the bottom, guys. Another ad right here. Look at this. Beyond Monet and Van Gogh. You want to look at Impressionism? Well, guess what? All they care about are your impressions. Then you've got this here, a balloon museum. Oh, let's go fly around on a fucking balloon. An AI bot flips on Wall Street. It turns $1,000 into $50,000? Wait a minute. Oh my God. I want to be a millionaire. I better click on this ad. Oh, Sam's Club. You want to join Sam's Club? It's only $50. Look at this, camp cookware. Oh, wow, what if you go camping? This is really good W ad placement. For a video game website selling camping ads, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Oh, by the way, did you forget about Disney Plus earlier in the title? Well, here's your reminder. Wait a minute. Oh, here's another video. Oh, this is a video that we're showing you. And then, oh, there's a video inside of the ad. There's a pre-roll ad and a mid-roll ad inside of our video player. And then, oh, look at this here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, excuse me. This is an article. Oh, here's another ad. Tornado spin mop system. Oh my God. CEO says this is worth 27 NVIDIAs. Will this make the world's first trillionaire? Who wants to be a trillionaire? Click here and find out. And then Austin, look at this, senior living apartments. Is this the targeted ad? What the fuck? I'm not that, I'm in my 30s. Oh yeah, are getting you the mercy of your future's trading platform. Unsure what to stream? Click on this and figure out. By the way, it's Disney Plus
Yeah,
because it's sponsored by Disney Plus. Look at this, stop paying for TV. Oh, here we, oh, wait, wait, it just, Prime Day. You guys forgot about Prime Day? Oh, wow. It's a fucking... This is it just keeps going. This is insane.
Yep, up on app.
It's lagging. Like, how much data is this using? Task Manager? 15% of my CPU? What do you mean 15%? Holy shit. 18%. Oh my god. Let me close this. That is the experience of going on one of these websites. You guys see that?
Experience you're getting is like brainwashing. It's like the ads are used as a form of hypnotism against those that traverse the cyberspace without protection.
That's right.
Like if you don't have the ad block condom on, you're fucked. Like you're walking away with the worst diseases imaginable. It's awful. It cannot be overstated how awful using the internet without an ad block is. So when it comes to YouTube in particular, it's not as easy as just like oh, okay, I guess I'll go ahead and turn off my ad block. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. Because then if you're trying to watch like a 10-minute video, that'll turn into like a 20-minute experience because it'll be 10 minutes of trying to watch that video with 10 minutes of ads like slapped on top of it. That's exaggeratory. I know it's not to that extreme.
It's a lot.
But it is a much, much worse experience. And it's not like getting YouTube Premium is free or anything. That's 14 clams a month. That's an expensive subscription, especially when everything in the world is subscription-based now. Fucking subscription-based oxygen access at this point. Like, everything.
Nestle tried it with water.
Do I need mud block?
Why
no,
not?
I need ash block. How do you get ash block again?
Yeah,
is subscription based. So
seems like a good idea. Trump Air, I love it.
Other things you subscribe to. It's not a low amount of money by any means at all.
A lot of money.
And YouTube without an ad block is just kind of dog shit. It really is. Nobody wants to be fed a ton of ads that they can't skip. They have no.
Here's another really important component to this. YouTube ads are scams. Like, we all have seen the scam ads, right? Tons of scam ads. It's like Joe Rogan, wow, I bought this supplement and now I can have a boner for 7 hours. Here, I'm gonna give you guys the link on it, and for the next 20 minutes you can get it for half off.
Oh, this is a nature damage.
Now my cock is huge. Exactly, yeah. It's super, super common.
Control over, and you can't escape from it. You can't even pause a video and be safe from the ads. They'll come through and fucking jump scare you even on the pause screen now.
Another really fun fact. The technology to detect whether your eyes are actually looking at the screen on mobile and other types of devices that have webcams enabled has already been patented and has been theorized to be used to make sure that you're actually watching ads and you don't walk away from the television. Isn't that cute?
So it's not like a super simple thing to just be like, I'll go ahead and allow it. One tactic I've seen used a lot when it comes to this, the spin that gets put on it occasionally, is if you use an ad block, you're taking money away from the creators. By turning your ad block off, you're supporting them, you're able to help them get more money from the content they create.
Yeah, it's accurate.
And the thing is, I think the majority of creators on the platform really don't give a shit about that. They
do, because the reason why they don't give a shit about it is because there's enough
people
that don't use ad block. If you uploaded to YouTube and everybody watched without ad block, or sorry, with ad block, you'd make no money. So the reason why creators are generally okay with it is because they know that that will never affect their bottom line in a big way. I think that obviously if creators knew that you know, like if you tell people this, I won't make any money, nobody would be telling people that. Like, let's be real, right? Because like I use ad block. I don't care if you guys use ad block, and you know why? It's because I know that that will never affect the actual amount of money I make. Sorry, Asma, but I use uBlock too. So do I.
I've seen most of them say like, hey, you need to have an ad block. Like, I think most creators are very well aware that a user having a positive experience while watching their content is more important than that user giving them a couple extra doubloons because they got fed 12 ads. If someone's trying to watch your video and it becomes like a headache, they're probably not going to come back.
Yeah.
And that's much worse for the creator. So I don't think that it's necessarily the most creator positive thing in the world to turn your ad block, to watch every ad and everything like that. And I don't think there's many creators.
The problem is that the ads are so bad that, and they're scams too. Like they're straight up scams. So ads are like really intrusive and they're scams. Cover argument's not wrong. They're just paying the customer against the creator, which is the big problem. It's the platform between them. I think the problem really is that YouTube is always in the pursuit of trying to make more money. And in the process of trying to make more and more money, they will always encroach further and further on the user experience and cannibalize it in order to make more money. That's the problem.
That push for that either. Now, I'm stupid, but I'm not too stupid to understand the importance of ads. It's what puts money in the pockets of YouTube.
Yeah, of course.
It's what allows it to exist, and it is what creators make the bulk of their revenue from. Like, I get how.
And I also want to say that if everybody actually used adblock, no creator would be saying adblock was good. The only reason why creators are saying that is because they can, because they know it won't affect them financially.
Important ads are, but what I would do, instead of focusing on finding new ways of making intrusive ads to ruin the user experience, I would instead focus on just having everything be as user-friendly as possible. I don't think there's a single person in the world that has a problem with skippable ads. You just get a few seconds.
I don't either. Like, I actually think that YouTube ads
are skippable,
oh,
and
wow,
you
it's
only
a
need
5 second or a 15
need to
second
watching
ad,
one
I can
ad to
just
watching the
skip.
video, and that people
I actually don't have a problem with that. As a free user, I think I'm totally okay with that. I do. Okay, well, like, at that point, I think you're being unreasonable. Because if you're getting a service for free, and you can't be bothered to click skip after a 5 second ad, I don't think that that customer, or sorry, that company should try to retain you as a customer. Like, it's like, that should not be their target audience. Like, they should not try to retain you. Like, that's fine. But, like, it's not a good business proposition to do that.
Of an ad, and if it's a good ad, you might stick around and finish it and see what it's actually advertising, but a lot of people
Nobody does that.
so they'll skip it. And having it be...
Do you remember? Before Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, I was watching something on YouTube. And an ad for Dragon's Dogma 2 came on. And I looked at it, and the ad was 40 minutes long. I was like,
what, 40 minutes ad?
Fuck?
40-minute ad?
It's a 40-minute long ad for I watched the whole thing. I did. It was something, it might have been 20 minutes, but it was like something insane. Yeah, I watched the whole thing because I was interested in the game. Was it good? Yeah, it was all right.
Unskippable doesn't necessarily help the product. If someone already is tuned out,
I thought I did it
out, they're annoyed because they can't skip it, they're not going to be getting that fucking product. I don't think so, and a lot of them are just going to click out of the video anyway because now it's become a chore to even get to the video. Twitch is the biggest culprit of that.
He's right about that, but it's a smaller percentage. This has been a phenomenon that's been observed and documented with like studies. That like people that see ads will be less likely to purchase the things that they see ads for, but the percentage of people that actually act on that is a single-digit percentage, and I think that it's a low single-digit percentage if I remember correctly.
Some stuff.
Like where if you're watching a stream,
that's too
you
many.
get fed like 5 30-second ads in the middle of the broadcast. Most people leave the stream or get up and go do something while the ads are playing. They're not even watching the ad. So your marketing push has failed. Like, I don't think it's effective.
Yeah, not only that, they don't watch your ad,
I think the most
I don't agree with this.
Okay.
I think that we've had ads on the internet for 10 years. If ads didn't work, companies would not still 10 years later be paying billions of dollars for ads. And I know personally, I've sold things on the internet. I've used ads on the internet. Ads work. They do. Like, just factually,
I
they
hate
work.
the jungle early game.
Effective ads are the skippable ones.
The jungle's so
if you can
goddamn
hook someone,
tough.
man, I'm having voice cracks and like fucking congestion here. I'm finally feeling better from COVID a little bit, but man, I still.
But I'm
sound
still
like
using
a
like trash
teenager.
armor so
But
yeah.
skippable
I also
ads,
summon
you can get
that,
someone's
so it kind
attention
of
in a
COVID
short
went
period
away.
of time. If you have like a banger
Thought it
ad,
fell
or
off.
your product's a banger, like you can get someone to actually sit through an ad if it's entertaining and advertising something that they might.
Yeah,
I like
Super Bowl
Zip
commercials.
But you
Yeah.
can always just give them the option to skip it for those that aren't interested. I don't think there's any benefit to someone that's not interested sitting through your whole ad anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think so, and skippable ads are just the best for users. Like, it's not close. Pausing a video and getting
They're
served-
also the best for advertisers.
Can I even read?
And this is what's so crazy is like I'm gonna let
Damage,
the
so
video
not bad,
finish,
yeah.
and then I want to talk about like
ad.
how this works.
I don't think anyone will
Let's not bad
ever
with
positively
more damage,
engage with an
sorry.
ad
Not
that's
bad.
served that way. I can't imagine a world where someone pauses a video, gets served a Dunkin' Donuts ad, and they're like, you know what? They're right. I need to order some Dunkin' right now. Like, I imagine a lot of...
Yeah.
God. I imagine a lot of people will get served an ad like that and be like, man, fuck Dunkin' Donuts. Like, it's just...
Yep.
I don't think these are effective ad placements in the first place. Like, I don't think it helps
Fucking
advertisers,
annoying.
and it's an overall detriment to the user experience of the platform. So, yeah, I think ad blocks are crucial to the internet in the modern age. And YouTube waging war against them and doing
I don't
their
think that YouTube has a moral high ground against ad blockers when they're using ad blockers. Sorry, they're selling ads and they're serving ads that are scams. If you want to talk to me about how, like, it's unethical to use an ad blocker, I think it's unethical to serve a scam ad too. I think they kind of cancel each other out.
best to shut that shit down, I think is horrible. Anyway, though, that's about it. So, yep.
So
Jack Doherty is one.
let me just
You
let me talk about this for a bit. So with ad blocker, basically you have to understand the way that ads are served and the way that they're given to users on a platform.
I think I can upgrade
Or, sorry, the way that they're
wooden
purchased.
enhancements to
So
higher tier now.
companies pay for ads
I need
based off
10
of
Desert
the impressions
Force,
that the ad will get. So
I
like
have
if
Desert
your
Force,
ad is
so
seen by 1,000
more than-
people, you're paying for 1,000 views. If somebody uses an ad blocker, now
And I
you're
even
paying
have
for
it.
999 views
Almost, yeah.
because that
Okay,
last
I'll see.
view
Never mind.
wasn't seen because the ad blocker. So it's not like an ad blocker causes the company to still pay YouTube. The ad blocker causes the company to not pay YouTube because the ad was not seen. So what ends up happening is that the people that are using and downloading ad
Well, whatever.
blockers are always going to be the people, like inside of that percentage of people that will never activate based off of an ad. Every single one of those people will probably be using an ad blocker. So based off of selection bias, you're going to have everybody who is going to be your least prospective customer that's not going to be using ad block. Well, if you have a curated audience of people that will almost never activate on an ad, it is in your best interest to allow them to filter themselves out of the ad market. Because if you don't do that, you are effectively diluting the promotion that you're giving an advertiser by basically serving them ads. It's like, for example, like you're serving ads to me about makeup. You're serving ads to me about, where to buy Barbies or something like that. I'm not the target audience for that. So if you have because like obviously companies want to have their ad dollars maximized. So in fact, allowing an ad blocker but making it harder to use, basically like allowing like maybe the most technologically proficient 20 to 10% of people use ad blockers is actually financially beneficial to YouTube, because they can claim that that will cause higher rates of sales and higher rates of success with sales, because they're filtering out that most negative 20 to 10% of people that are not going to activate on an ad. Because every one of those 10 to 20% of people that are that you're showing that ad to will never make a purchase based off of it. So you are effectively wasting that company's money. You see how I'm saying? Like, there's like a lot of moving parts with this about how it works, but hopefully you guys can see how people that are going to use ad blocker who would never make a purchase by ad blocker, or sorry, by ads, actually do YouTube a favor by using ad blocker because they remove themselves from the customer pool that the ads are being served to, thus increasing the value of serving that ad.
People don't see no like
There it
ads
is.
that often. But
Hopefully YouTube
no, people
understands that.
don't like a lot of ads. Like they do understand their hello. People don't like the large amount number. Like it's fine if they're like a one ad, like one ad that if you're watching in 5 seconds you can press skip in the ad, and yeah, I don't understand. Like the main thing is so many ads. Watching one ad, now there's another, like another. You can some ad are unskippable. For example, Twitch. If you make skippable, and a lot of people would like Twitch more. It's an unskippable ad right now. So just, that basically is the worst thing ever when it comes to like come to watching thing on YouTube, watching YouTube. I had ad block. Like 100%, I had ad block. I don't care. But then, oh yeah, like this. That's like one thing I never understand. Why do people thinking of that? People do fucking thing. But yeah, I'm trying to find some video to watch on side by side. I'm a good one. Is it 10 fucking hours of video? God damn, no way. Hmm. The toxic lady incident. Hmm. I heard a story about the toxic lady, a woman.
On February the 19th, 1994, at 8:15 p.m., a 31-year-old woman named
Yep.
Gloria Ramirez was admitted to the Riverside General Hospital in Riverside, California. Within the hour, her mysterious condition would leave 23 people injured, 5 hospitalized, and herself dead, with no solid explanation to this day. However, it seems that now, through a series of terrifying coincidences and a whole lot of science, we may have an answer to what happened that night in Riverside, California. Hello everybody, today we are going to be talking about the mysterious death of Gloria Ramirez, also known as the Toxic Lady. Every aspect of this case, from the events of that night to the investigation that followed, is bizarre. If you're like me, then you've probably heard this story passed around on either old creepy YouTube videos or mystery internet forums. And while a lot of people have kind of chalked the case up to a supernatural occurrence or just one unexplainable phenomena that will probably never happen again, the true answer is much more terrifying and depressing. And if I had to suffer through it, then you have to suffer through it with me.
Oh.
So stick around as we talk about the death of the toxic lady, Gloria Ramirez. And you're not gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna have fun with it because I get to talk about it, but you're not gonna enjoy it. So get ready to watch me Enjoy this. But before we talk about that, we need to talk about something that is, admittedly, less fun. Life insurance. A lot of people either don't think life insurance
Sorry.
to it, but as always, thank you for watching. As mentioned, Gloria Ramirez was 31 years old, and 6 weeks prior to the events of February the 19th, she had been diagnosed with cervical cancer. Her prognosis wasn't good, as the cancer was already late stage by the time they discovered it. So 6 weeks later, Gloria calls an ambulance as she's suffering from shortness of breath and heart palpitations. So the ambulance shows up, puts an oxygen mask on her, and the paramedics rush her to the Riverside General Hospital. She arrives to the hospital at 8:15 and seems to be confused as she's unable to answer questions. While she's in this state of delirium, the doctors begin to sedate her in order to get her heart rate under control. And after this doesn't correct her heart rate, they decide to use a defibrillator. Whenever they open up her shirt to apply the chest paddles, they see that her skin is coated in a sort of glossy oil. The people in the emergency room
Someone calling me, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue watching. Continue watching this thing.
Take note of this and mention that it looks too thick to be sweat. However, they just assume that she's coated in some kind of lotion or oil, so they use the chest paddles anyway. The second strange occurrence comes when one of the nurses points out that Ramirez has a very strong garlic smell coming from her mouth.
Oh,
and according to everyone in the
something?
room, this is beyond Gloria just ate some garlic before she came to the ER. This is an overwhelming stench that everyone begins to notice. However, Gloria is actively dying on the table and they don't have a lot of time to ask questions, so they just keep pushing forward. A nurse named Susan Kane draws blood from Gloria's arm. However, as she draws the blood, she noticed that there's a strong ammonia stench coming from the syringe. While inspecting the syringe, Susan passes it off to a medical resident named Julie Gorczynski. While inspecting the vial of blood, Julie notices that there seems to be these floating manila-colored crystals in the serum of blood itself. While the two of them are standing there discussing how Ramirez could have crystals in her blood, suddenly, Susan passes out. The attending physician in the emergency room, Dr. Ochoa, catches Susan as she's falling. He shakes her awake, and whenever she comes to, Susan says that it feels like her face is burning. Julie, the other person who handled the blood vial, says that she's feeling nauseous as well. She goes out into the hallway, sits down at a nurse's station, and whenever a nurse walks up to her and says, "Are you okay?" right before Julie can respond, she passes out as well. At the same time, the respiratory therapist Maureen Welch, who's in the emergency room delivering oxygen to Ramirez, passes out as well. So 3 people who were in the ER have fallen unconscious, and everyone else in the room is starting to feel ill. So naturally, the immediate thing they suspect is a gas
how
leak.
does that
So they evacuate the entire emergency wing of the hospital. All of the patients are carried out on gurneys and stretchers and just wait in the parking lot. While that's happening, Dr. Ochoa and a few other workers stay in the room with Ramirez, trying to save her life. However, nothing seems to be working, and at 8:50, Gloria Ramirez is pronounced dead, only 35 minutes after she arrived at the hospital. At this point, the people in the emergency room thought that whatever was happening, it was coming from Gloria. So a couple of workers moved her to a quarantine room just to be safe. Right after Gloria's body was moved into quarantine, one of the workers who had moved Gloria, a woman named Sally Balderas, began vomiting and said that it felt like her skin was burning. To make sure that the hospital was safe, a team of people in full hazmat suits investigated the emergency wing. They found that there was no gas, chemical, or biological leak in the hospital. So whatever was happening must have been coming from Gloria. To contain whatever this was, Gloria's body was placed in a sealed aluminum casket. After this, the emergency rooms were able to be used again. However, 23 people reported feeling nauseous or ill, and 5 hospital workers were hospitalized. Among those were Susan Kane, who spent 10 days in the hospital, and Julie Gorczynski, who spent 2 weeks in the hospital. So immediately the question became, what happened to Gloria Ramirez? And it became a national mystery, as you can imagine, as to what caused this bizarre, spontaneous sickness. Well, after 1 week, an autopsy was conducted. The reason they waited a week was so that if she had some kind of biological agent or supervirus inside of her, that it had enough time that it wouldn't be re-released whenever they actually performed the autopsy. They performed the autopsy in full hazmat gear as well, just to be double safe. And the craziest thing that they found in the autopsy is that she was completely clean. Or at least she was clean from any chemical or radioactive elements that would have caused what happened in that emergency
I thought they found
room.
some
The only
radiation
things they found in her
water.
system were Tylenol, lidocaine, codeine, and Tigan. Tigan is an anti-nausea medication. These are all things that would be standard for a suffering cancer patient to have in their body. Also, that medication of Tigan is important because Tigan breaks down into amines in the bloodstream, which would explain the smell of ammonia on the blood vial. It doesn't explain the little crystals floating in the blood, but we'll get to that. In this initial autopsy, they were mainly looking for a cause of death, and it was determined that Gloria died due to heart complications that arose due to kidney failure. It seemed that the cancer, as well as the medication she was on, caused her to get kidney failure, and she was also going through the early stages of liver failure. These things caused a backup of toxicants in her system, which eventually led to heart problems and her eventual death. However, kidney failure doesn't explain why 23 people who were in the building also got sick. So they reseal her body, and then 5 weeks later, they perform another autopsy where this time they collect samples. Also in tandem with this, the Department of Health does an investigation at the hospital. And once again, they can't find anything that they're testing for, so the Department of Health determines that Gloria again died of kidney failure, and everything else that happened in the hospital was mass psychogenic illness. Or in other words, mass hysteria. The reasoning for this, again, they couldn't find any direct kind of agent in Gloria's system that would have caused all of this. And also, they interviewed 34 people around the hospital to try to get all the information they could about that night. And it seems the people who were the most ill were women and people who didn't eat anything for dinner that day. So people who had skipped a meal. So the idea being that, oh, well, since it just seems people were a little bit hungry, I guess they got a little bit nauseous or whatever, and the people who got really ill were women.
What?
Women be crazy, I guess. And you may hear that and think the investigators were a couple of guys who were downplaying what these women said they experienced, but both of the investigators were women as well. So
some of the media.
Make of that what you will. Because while several of the men, like Dr. Ochoa, who was in the room the whole time, said that they felt ill, the only ones that passed out and had severe reactions, like feeling like their skin were burning, were female workers. So the Department of Health said everyone in this hospital is crazy and left it at that. The people at the hospital, as you could imagine, were not happy with this conclusion. One of the people who strongly disagreed with this conclusion was Julie Korchinski. If you'll remember, she was the second person to pass out on the night Gloria died. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital and developed hepatitis and avascular necrosis in her knees. So the hospital asked other people to take a look at the data, and eventually they reached out to the Lawrence Livermore laboratories. At Lawrence Livermore, they took the samples that were taken from Gloria's second autopsy, and instead of just running it through to see if they could find any toxicants, they decided to just run it for everything and see what was in her blood and tissues. The only thing they found, aside from some traces of other pain relief medication, was a chemical known as dimethylsulfone. Now, dimethylsulfone, or DMSO2, is a naturally occurring chemical that can be found in trace amounts throughout the body. If you eat a lot of plants or eggs or something that contains sulfur, it is a trace element that is made as a byproduct of your body's digestion process. However, dimethylsulfone is, for one, very, very sparse in the body to the degree that most people would never even test for it, and in the body, it naturally decomposes after about 3 days. And two, dimethylsulfone is harmless in any reasonable concentration. As a matter of fact, methylsulfone, which is also known as methylsulfonylmethane, or MSM, is a popular alternative medicine. So trace amounts in the blood wouldn't be enough to kill you. However, what was strange about this amount of methylsulfone in Gloria's system is that it was not a trace amount. From the samples that were taken 6 weeks after Gloria's death, she had 3 times the normal amount of methylsulfone in her system. And while that may not sound like a lot, remember, methylsulfone degrades after about 3 days. So if this was after 6 weeks, then at the time of death, she would have had dozens, if not 100 times the normal amount in her system. So Pat Grant, the scientist who was researching this case, decided to do some more digging. And he discovered a link to something known as dimethyl sulfoxide, or DMSO. Now, dimethyl sulfoxide and dimethyl sulfone are very similar to each other. They're just one oxygen atom apart. And DMSO has a whole history when it comes to medical treatments. Back in the 50s and 60s, DMSO was thought to be a sort of cure-all. People would take it as a pain reliever for sprains or breaks. They would take it for headaches. They would apply it in a sort of ointment if they had any kind of swelling or cramps. However, in 1965, doctors found that prolonged use of DMSO can cause damage to the lens of your eye. So the FDA began to blacklist it as a direct medication. Now, DMSO is still used in a lot of medication today. It is a much diluted form from what it was back in the 60s, but it's used as a sort of applicator in a lot of topical ointments that you use for like muscle pain or cramps. And you can even get straight up DMSO cream that is, again, diluted from what it was in the 60s, that is used as an alternative medicine for things like muscle pain. It's also used in veterinary medicine to treat horses with some kind of inflammation or swelling. So DMSO was kind of kept as a niche concept in medicine, at least when used by itself, up until the 1980s, when some scientists began to propose that DMSO could be a form of cancer treatment. As a matter of fact, 60 Minutes even ran an episode about it. So you have this chemical, dimethylsulfoxone, that a lot of people believe might be a kind of cure-all or treatment for cancer that is used in some part in, standard pharmaceuticals when it comes to like topical creams and stuff like that. But that wasn't enough for some people. So there is another way to get DMSO. DMSO, whenever it is highly, highly concentrated, is a very powerful degreaser. You can buy it in a gel form at hardware stores, and it gets used as everything from oven cleaner to paint remover. It is way more concentrated than even the pills that people were taking back in the 60s of DMSO, much less the way it's used in medicine today. But it was this little trick of the trade back in the 80s that if you were like a college athlete and you got sore muscles on it, you could go to the hardware store, get some DMSO gel, rub it on the muscle, and then the next day, the pain would be gone. I cannot properly state the amount of chemicals you're shoving into your body when you are doing that. And for the sake of this YouTube video, let me be clear, do not rub oven cleaner on your body. So Pat Grant's researching all of this, and he finds that with the DMSO gel, it has the strong smell of garlic, which, if you'll remember, is the same thing the people in the emergency room reported came out of the mouth of Gloria Ramirez. And that in its gel form, it looks like a bright, oily lotion, which, if you'll remember, is the same thing they saw on Gloria's chest whenever they went to give her the defib. So it seems that Gloria maybe wanted to try DMSO as a home remedy for cancer, which again, a lot of people at the time believed that it might be, and that would explain the oil on her body and the smell coming from her mouth. However, it wasn't dimethyl sulfoxide that was found in her body, it was dimethyl sulfone. So that would mean the DMSO in her body needed to be spiked with a lot of oxygen to become dimethyl sulfone. So Pat Grant thought about this and remembered the detail that she was given an oxygen mask on the way to and while she was in the hospital. And it's not hard for dimethyl sulfoxide to become sulfone if introduced to an area with a lot of concentrated oxygen, like an oxygen mask. And the other interesting detail about DMSO2 is that at room temperature, it forms into small crystals. So Grant did an experiment. He took a blood sample, mixed it with DMSO2, and sure enough, small manila crystals began to form in the serum, meaning that could be the explanation to the crystals that Julie saw in the blood that night. Because while it was in Gloria's body, it was too hot to form these solid crystals, but as soon as it was removed and brought into the temperature of the emergency room, it cooled down and began to form the solid shards. Now, there's one big hiccup in all of this. Like, sure, we've got to the point that DMSO could have been what she put on, and that was converted into DMSO2, which would explain the smell of garlic, the oil on her body, and the crystals in the blood. And remember, the smell of the blood was explained with the nausea medication that we already established she was on. So it seems that all of that's taken care of. However, neither dimethyl sulfoxide or dimethyl sulfone is toxic, and especially not toxic enough that it could get into the air and make a bunch of people sick. So Grant continued to do research, and he found that on the same tree of sulfoxide and sulfone, there is another chemical known as dimethyl sulfate, or DMSO4. Dimethyl sulfate is a nerve gas, or more specifically, it was tested in the 70s and 80s as an agent for nerve gas. As a matter of fact, dimethyl sulfate dates all the way back to World War I, when both France and Germany tested it for use in chemical warfare. As a matter of fact,
so she actually created nerve gas inside her body.
That dimethyl sulfate is so dangerous, it only takes 10 minutes of exposure to half a gram of it per cubic meter to kill someone. And of the 20 symptoms that were reported in the hospital that night, 19 of them are directly linked to symptoms of DMSO4. The only one that wasn't linked is vomiting. That was never seen in dimethyl sulfate experiments. But if someone's undergoing, face burning and muscle spasms
No fucking
and
way.
paralysis
See, I should totally
and
say
all
we
those
do
other
like,
things,
oh.
they might throw up. So you may be thinking, all right, that makes sense. The DMSO2 became DMSO4, and that's what got everyone sick. However, there is a hiccup in that theory. While it's easy to make DMSO2 because all you do is just add another oxygen atom to the sulfur, you can't just add 2 more oxygen to make DMSO4. Because for DMSO4 to happen, the sulfur has to break both of its methyl bonds, which are pretty strong. My organic chemistry class is finally coming back to help me. The sulfur has to break 2 methyl bonds, which are both strong, and then connect to 2 additional oxygen atoms, and then those oxygen atoms connect to the methyl groups. Meaning that whereas for the first step, it's just, add some oxygen and there you go. For the second one, you need a lot of energy to break everything down to its base components and then reform as dimethyl sulfate. And dimethyl sulfate itself is a pretty strong chemical. It doesn't vaporize until 370 degrees Fahrenheit. So in order to break down all of these elements and put them back together as DMSO4, it would take a lot of energy. But do you know what's got a lot of energy? A defibrillator. Grant proposed the theory that perhaps the DMSO2 in her body, which formed from the DMSO and oxygen, was electrocuted by the defib that gave it enough energy to either break apart the bonds it had or to restructure itself with the other chemicals and elements that were present in Gloria's body. Now, this has never been recreated in a lab because we can't, hook people up to a bunch of chemicals and then electrocute them to see what happens. Although that'd be kind of cool. But this has never been recreated in a lab, so it's all theoretical if this could even happen. But some scientists agree that it is possible that if you put this combination of DMSO2 along with the other trace elements that would be found in her body, and then
they're actually creating a milk gap within a
theoretically
woman
form
body, within a
dimethyl
person
sulfate,
body.
which would turn the emergency room at Riverside General Hospital into a gas chamber. Now, a very diluted one, mind you. There wouldn't be enough in her system that it would be immediately lethal to anyone standing around, but definitely enough to make them sick. It's also the only thing that could explain everything that happened, from the weird smells to everyone getting ill to the crystals in her blood. There's nothing else that makes sense, at least not any one answer. Because the series of events that had to happen is absurd. Like, to make sure we're all on the same page, Gloria Ramirez had cervical cancer, so she decided to get an oven cleaner or a degreaser in order to try to remedy that cancer, so she takes that. She then has heart palpitations, likely brought on by the kidney failure, which, mind you, the reason that level of DMSO might have been lethal or in concentration enough to cause the effect it eventually did is because she wasn't able to urinate it out of her system because of the kidney failure, which might have been exasperated and probably was because of the DMSO. So because she takes this alternative medicine and also has kidney failure, it creates a combination that whenever she gets into the ambulance, the oxygen that's pumped into her lungs combines with that to make DMSO2. Again, fine for now, but then that compilation of DMSO2 that's staying in her system gets electrocuted with chest paddles, which in that moment turns Gloria into a toxic gas factory. One of the most bizarre one-off moments in medical history that almost killed a lot of people and perhaps definitely killed Ramirez. Which, if that's true, then no wonder they were unable to revive her. because the inside of her body was producing a nerve agent. And yes, again, while without another chemical being added, it takes 370 degrees to get this stuff to vaporize, a small amount of it will vaporize naturally. Perhaps small enough to just make the people in the building sick instead of killing everyone. Now, it should also be mentioned that the family of Gloria has vehemently denied that she ever used DMSO. And I hate to go against, what a family says about a lost loved one, but I don't see any other way this case could be explained. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about the case too, which are completely unfounded, but I have to mention them because it's me. A few of the weird details are the syringe that contained the actual crystals of supposedly DMSO2 disappeared. No one was able to find that syringe after the incident, and while that isn't unheard of, a lot of people used it as fuel for the fire. Another detail is the coroner, who was originally investigating all of this, took his own life about a month after Gloria died, so people think he was silenced. And the other weird detail is Gloria's third autopsy. So Gloria had the first autopsy that was a week after her death.
Wait, so
she had the second one where they took samples
so people
6
kind
weeks
of
after her
conspiracy,
death,
like,
and then the
the
family
government
who
do something
didn't
with it?
believe the hospital or the laboratory saying it was the whole DMSO thing had a coroner do a private autopsy 10 weeks after Gloria's death. During that third autopsy, Gloria's heart was missing, and a lot of her internal organs had fecal matter on them. And a lot of people point to these things about the coroner, about the autopsy being weird, and the syringe missing, and say there was some kind of cover-up. There was a theory that got passed around the News Times LA that the hospital was smuggling methamphetamine, and that what actually happened is someone accidentally hooked up one of these smuggling IV bags full of meth to Gloria, and everyone in the hospital got hit with a vaporized meth. For one, that would have been found in the autopsy report, and no. Like, trust me, if there's anyone out here who wants to point fingers at an establishment and say that there's some grand conspiracy that people are unaliving themselves over, it's me. But we have to have some kind of merit to work with, guys, or else we're just going to get made fun of. I mean, more than we already are. The syringe was either thrown away or lost in the confusion of the hospital being evacuated and then cleared. The whole coroner death doesn't look like it was related at all to Gloria. That guy had a lot on his plate with a lot of different investigations that he was doing. And if you'll remember, whenever they did the second autopsy with Gloria, they took a lot of samples. And since her cause of death was heart failure, it's reasonable that they would have removed her heart for future study. And also, the third coroner mentioned that a lot of her internals were too badly decomposed to really analyze anything. So it's not out of the question if some organs were removed and others cut, that some fecal matter could have seeped out into the rest of the body. Again, Gloria's family maintains that she never used DMSO, and Gloria's sister has gone on record saying that it is the hospital's fault for Gloria's death and the poor sanitary conditions at that hospital. Although, in following investigations, this was never supported. And while it can never be proved with 100% efficiency because the samples are too old to be analyzed now, and we didn't have any testimony or reports then that were looking for something like DMSO, it seems to me that this is the most likely option, as outlandish as it is. And with this case, I noticed a lot of people who talk about it well, there's two approaches to it. There's the approach that I grew up with on YouTube that a lot of you are probably familiar with, where this is treated like a supernatural occurrence, like the mysterious toxic lady who went into a hospital and then everyone around her got sick, and maybe she was possessed or like had some kind of demon plague or whatever. And the other approach I've seen is with people who are following the whole DMSO theory, that she effectively used a hardware store paint remover in order to treat her cancer, and that is what kicked off the series of events that led to the mysterious toxic lady death. A lot of those people have a tone of, oh, imagine being so stupid that you end up nearly killing a whole hospital room full of people. Or they at least kind of had this tone that Gloria was dumb enough to use DMSO to try to treat her cancer. And I think the thing to keep in mind with all of that is that Gloria Ramirez was diagnosed with cancer 6 weeks before she was dead. She was a wife and a mother of two who, it seems from the records, never began chemotherapy. More than likely, because her, again, prognosis wasn't good and her chances on chemo weren't good, or
Yeah.
maybe she just couldn't afford it, or the insurance wouldn't back it because there wasn't a point. Who knows? But she was a mother who was about to die, and it seemed that normal medicine wasn't going to do anything. So, of course, she's going to try something weird or out of the box. And as far as the idea that she's somehow responsible, or I should say, willingly responsible for what happened in the hospital room, it is still debated in laboratories to this day if that series of events was even possible. There is no way she could have known at the time that putting that on her skin would cause a series of events that gets a hospital room full of people sick. Just like how whenever the doctor hit her with the defib, like, there was no way for him to know that he was exciting elements to cause a chain reaction that converted an alternative medicine into a weaponized gas. The story of Gloria Ramirez is a tragedy, and it's incredibly fascinating that something like that can occur in the world that we seemingly know everything about.
Like,
And
it's
cases
so
like
wild.
this
I don't think
opened
even
up our
no,
mind and
I don't think even
understanding
exists.
of the world around us, and hopefully lead to new discoveries in the future. Off of this case alone, there's still people experimenting what DMSO can do to try to better understand ways that we can accidentally form dangerous chemicals in healthcare or industrial settings, and also still experiments of DMSO and its use as a treatment for diseases or pain. That the Gloria Ramirez case is used as an important footnote. So hopefully, in spite of being a tragedy of the past, the story of the toxic lady can reshape our understanding of the future. And I, of course, also just wanted to talk to you guys about the crazy series of events that led a normal heart palpitation into a nerve gas.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
insane.
is so
I have to
fucking
talk about that. And hopefully you enjoyed hearing it at least half as much as I enjoyed talking about it, and that's really cool. And I'm glad you're here, and I just want to say thank you for watching.
Oh shit, I got an
Like I
obese
said
roast.
earlier, this is a case that I remember seeing on YouTube forever. Like listening to old creepypasta channels talk about the mysterious woman who
It's a radiate
got an entire hospital sick. Was it a demon? Was it a ghost? Who knows? And then I was thinking about that case because I remember being called the toxic lady. I was like, oh, I should make a video on that. And I searched it up and came across all of this, and I'm like, wow, that's depressing. I still have to talk about it because that's insane. That all
The thing is that when I heard about it, I think it's not even considered a toxic lady. I think it's a radiational lady, or like the lady who radiates or something. Basically, something like nuclear radiation type thing, not like a. So yeah, the stuff I heard about it is so fucking wild. Oh, I kind of. I need a potion, the obsidian potion. I cannot mine stuff like this. A lot of subtle chat though, so that. So like when I unlock the thing, I maybe just head in. Yeah. Okay, let's head back. Whew. Got myself in health forge. Bam. And deposit throw everything in. Where my nose at? There and leave there. Does she attack me? No. Is it that I did like this falling off? So she don't like the crowd. There's only 5 people in the house. Like, get a grip. Yes, Hellball. I don't think I can craft 40, 17 yet. I think I can craft the molten pickaxe now. No, I cannot craft a molten pickaxe. Wait, make 20 wall for molten pickaxe or something. It had at least I guess the obesity stuff. Ah, increase summon damage, whip range by 30% and speed. One more minion. Summon damage, damage. Wait, will I only summon like 2 now instead of fling ones? That give me like 3. But I haven't higher defense quite way better. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else? What? The hunt for test Bundy. Oh, wait. I think I'm watching this thing before, right? Yeah, I think I
Bob
watched.
Hay was none other than America's most infamous killer,
Yeah, I'm watching this
Ted
before.
Bundy. And it will take a lot more to finally catch him.
He's not a wild beast to look at or to hear.
Her viciously, biting her.
He was thoughtful, charismatic.
Clubbing her to death.
He was quite personable.
Slow down, my young friend. You think you can touch the sky?
Yeah, I watched this before. What freaking cancer look like? Oh, is it gonna be so good?
It's the 10th of August 2015. A large crowd of One Direction fans are waiting outside the Natural History Museum in London. Today, Lewis Tomlinson is hosting a charity event at the museum, the Cinderella Ball. He has brought along his bandmate Liam Payne and his mom to raise money for terminally ill children. These children and their families are going through an incredibly hard time. They spend a lot of hours in hospitals because of their illnesses. But today, at the Cinderella Ball, it is going to be a magical and unforgettable evening for them.
The people who fight
Dressed
cancer
in
is
beautiful dresses and suits, they have already walked the red carpet and are now eagerly waiting for the One Direction stars inside. The ball is a huge success. Everyone has a good time. It's hosted by a British charity organization. Believe in Magic. The charity was founded in 2011 by the then 16-year-old Megan Barry and her mother Jean. Megan understands the needs of terminally ill children. Since the age of 13, she has been seriously ill herself and had numerous surgeries and hospital visits. Then she was diagnosed with brain cancer. She decided to help all those children like her and founded Believe in Magic. At the event, both Tomlinson and his mom have nothing but good things to say about Megan, Jean, and their work.
The charity is absolutely incredible.
Anyone here that knows Jean and Meg that Believe in Magic will need no introduction to their kindness. These two ladies are the charity. No admin, no drivers, no advertising department, they do everything themselves. Very simply, they just want the children of the charity to have some magic and have some experiences.
Megan and Jean sure seem like incredible people. But are they? What if they are lying?
Is Megan really as ill as she claims that she is?
What if Megan doesn't actually have cancer?
Maybe Meg and Jean are just spending it on themselves. What's going on?
What if she and her mom are stealing donations? A small group of people on the internet suspects just that. They find more and more clues that the mother and daughter are scamming people. But no one believes them. That's not stopping them though. They will come after Megan and Jean for years, hacking them, setting a PI on their tracks. And one day, Megan is dead. Supporters will say she got hounded to death by these online bullies.
An angry, jealous, bitter internet troll.
What happened here? Who is telling the truth? And who isn't?
We think we know the story. We think we've heard about this amazing woman who started a charity and then sadly died of a brain tumor. That's not what happened. Something else has happened here.
This is the case of Believe in Magic.
Believe in... Okay, look, I kind of want to see what happened. You got a lot of people say
Mrs.
like...
Smith, your bank account has been breached. Could you please answer the following questions so we can
It was a lot of people who doesn't believe she actually got cancer. Like this.
Megan Barry was born in 1995 in the south of England in Guildford. She's the youngest in her family, with 4 older half-siblings from her mom Jean's first marriage. Her parents separate when she's a child. Megan ends up living alone with her mom as her older siblings have already moved out. She lives a normal life, at least for a while.
When Megan is 13 years old, she wakes up in this sort of agonizing pain. She's sick, she can't see properly, she sort of tells the world that she's been rushed to hospital where they diagnose her with something called idiopathic intracranial hypertension.
That's a rare brain condition where the fluid around the brain, the cerebrospinal fluid, doesn't drain properly. This leads to increased pressure inside the skull. Patients experience severe headaches and vision problems. Megan starts blogging about her hospital treatments and doctor appointments. She leaves school and has to undergo numerous medical procedures.
Well, I've had 24 operations in the last 2 years. Wow.
Megan is not too sick to watch TV though. And around that time, 5 young men meet as contestants on X Factor. They end up forming a boy band.
The One Direction.
Megan, like so many teens around the world, is a huge fan. In March 2011, a dream comes true for her. The band is on tour and performs at the O2 Arena in London. After the show, Megan gets to meet the boys along with other ill children. Shortly after, her health seems to get much worse. In April 2011, her mother Jean announces that her daughter has a brain tumor. Instead of falling into despair, Megan and Jean set up their own charity, Believe in Magic, to help ill children.
And I've been in and out of hospital and seen so many other very poorly children, and I just sort of realised how much that you miss out on when you're poorly and how much the other children are going through. And just wanted to give them the magical experiences back and to be able to be children.
Megan is just 16 at the time. She and her mom are looking for support and turn to One Direction. The band members are touched by Megan's story and start supporting her charity. They start wearing Believe in Magic wristbands. Fans immediately jump at the purple accessory and barely squeeze it in between the others. Other celebrities also start supporting Believe in Magic, but the relationship with One Direction remains special.
Hi, it's Louis from One Direction. We've been working with Believe in Magic now for a few years and we think Meg and the team are absolutely incredible. Donate below.
Harry Styles' stepfather gets his chest hair waxed for Believe in Magic in July 2012.
Harry Styles' mum even climbed Mount Kilimanjaro to raise money for Believe in Magic. That's how sort of close they were.
And in 2015, Louis Tomlinson hosts the Cinderella Ball with his mom. Megan and Jean look incredibly happy that evening. Their charity is an enormous success. They fulfill wishes and gift trips to Disneyland or VIP tickets for a Chelsea match. Some children are even invited to Buckingham Palace to decorate the Christmas tree.
All the children were given beautiful handmade dresses that were made by whoever made the bridesmaids' dresses for Kate and William.
Despite Megan's illness, she and her mom do everything they can to make the children happy. Meghan even receives an award from the then British Prime Minister David Cameron. He praises Meghan's courage to fight for the fulfillment of others' dreams despite her own illness. He calls her an inspiration to us all. Meanwhile, though, Meghan's health seems to be getting worse and worse. According to Jean, she has to take over 100 pills a day, endure injections, and cope with continuous pain, numerous hospital stays, surgeries. In fact, she is so unwell that Meghan and Jean have to repeatedly ask the Believe in Magic community for money. For example, in 2012, when Meghan needs special treatment at Boston Children's Hospital in the US.
The message is, Meghan has helped everyone. Meghan has given up her life trying to raise money for others. It's now time to help Meghan back.
3 years later follows another appeal, Help Save Meghan. Jean announces that Meghan's brain tumor has worsened. Meghan requires proton beam therapy in the US, and they need about $180,000 for it. The fundraising goal is reached in just 33 hours. But then Jean posts an update that Meghan's tumor is much worse even than they thought. It has, in her words, developed tentacles which have wrapped itself around one of the two main arteries in Meg's brain and the primary blood supply to her brain. As a result, the surgeons couldn't operate and had to cancel the proton beam therapy. Then a third appeal in 2016. Hashtag Meg's Turn for Magic. Once again, a huge wave of donations come in. They really are struggling and feeling very alone. Meg has come very close to losing her life several times over the past few weeks.
I can't understand why do people start skeptical.
A woman in England reads these fundraising appeals. And she is growing increasingly skeptical. What she uncovers completely turns the story upside down.
Don't believe. Yeah, I kind of understand why people starting getting
Joanna Ashcroft first met Meghan at a Believe in Magic event. She herself has a son who was diagnosed with neuroblastoma in 2011. That's a cancer of the nervous system. At the time, she also had to organize a fundraiser to finance her son's treatment. But after reading Meghan and Jean's fundraising appeals, she is left with a strange gut feeling.
To me, it just all sounded very, very strange. And as I'm reading, I'm trying to see where she's being treated, who a doctor is, where the hospital is, and there was no information.
She shares her concerns with a group of friends, other parents of children with neuroblastoma.
And they start to wonder, is Meghan really as ill as she claims that she is? And they weren't convinced.
They are cautious though.
I mean, who asks someone with a serious brain condition to prove that they're ill? I mean, and if you're wrong about it, you're the worst person on the internet. It's terrible.
But when she sees Believe in Magic's latest appeal for donations in the end of August 2016, Joanna is certain something here can't be right. So she writes a message to the Facebook group Meg's Turn for Magic to find out which hospital Meghan is being treated in.
Hi, I'd love to send Meghan something, just like she sends all the poorly children. Which hospital do I send it to? To which I got a reply, thanks so much, but Meghan's at 3 different hospitals at the moment, so it's very, very difficult.
3? Why?
Under the pseudonym Sarah Smith, she writes to a supporter listing the inconsistencies in Meghan's story.
Do you have any evidence that Meghan is seriously ill? Oh, Sarah, I don't even know what to say. I can't for 1 second believe they're not being truthful.
Many people saw with their own eyes how much medication Meghan had to take and how badly she was doing. These supporters have no doubts about her condition. Meanwhile, Meghan's state of health is supposedly getting even worse. She's on constant oxygen and has multiple infections, they say. In short, it doesn't look good. But none of it adds up for Joanna and her friends. One of them is a bit of a hacker.
They send an email to Jean, but they've embedded a piece of code in the email that will reveal her location.
As soon as Jean opens it, they will know where Meghan and Jean are. And jackpot. Megan is not in a hospital, so ill that her supporters are incredibly worried about her. She's at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida.
Oh.
To be exact, in Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge.
There's no way that anybody with a child who is that sick would be in a Disney resort. So I rang the Kidani there and then without really thinking it through. And they put me through to the room and Jean answered. So I said,
"Hi, can I speak to Megan, please?"
And she said, "Sorry?" I said, "Is Megan there, please?" She said, "Who's calling?" She's asleep at the moment.
All right, I'll ring back, thank you.
And I put the phone down.
She calls again.
I said, "Is Megan awake yet?" "Oh, Megan's not here. Megan's seriously unwell. Megan's in hospital." I said, "Oh, so you're not in Disney?" And she said, "No, I'm not in Disney. Megan's in hospital. Who is this?" And then I put the phone down.
Jean and Megan deny any wrongdoing. According to them, they are at Disney World, but their hotel room supposedly has been converted into a hospital room.
Why?
Joanna doesn't believe any of it. This has to be a massive scam. She contacts the charity commission, doctors, and the police, but no one takes action. She and her friends don't give up though. When a new opportunity arises to uncover Jean and Megan's apparent scam, they seize it. For her special treatments, Megan can only travel to the US and back by ship. Commercial airplanes are not an option due to her brain tumor. The pressure in them is too high. The group learns that Megan and Jean are returning to England. They usually sail on the luxury ocean liner Queen Mary II. So Joanna and friends check the sailing times. The cruise ship has just left New York and is heading towards Southampton. The group hires a private detective. They want to know, how bad is Megan's condition really? According to Jean's updates, she should be in a wheelchair. Also,
Megan's going to have an oxygen tank with her.
Nothing, yeah. They're definitely going to...
The Queen Mary II has just arrived. Guests are leaving the ship. The hired private detective is at the dock, observing the scene. More and more people pass by. Finally, he spots the two women he was looking for. He writes in his report, "Megan and Jean are observed exiting the arrivals area." He snaps a picture.
Where there was no oxygen tank with her, she wasn't in a wheelchair. In fact, there were porters there that helped people to move their luggage, and Meg and Jean just walked past them, pushing bags and bags and bags, like huge bags, to their car.
The private detective also observes they are talking and laughing with each other. Megan doesn't seem to be doing half as badly as Jean claimed.
Megan does look like she's overweight. Doesn't look the healthiest, but she does not look like someone who just a few days before was knocking on death's door.
Yeah, Jimmy Bartlett has seen the receipts from Megan's and Jean's stay at Disney World.
That over a 5 or 6 month period, Megan and Jean had spent tens of thousands of dollars at Disney World, Florida. Money that they had raised for this life-threatening condition that Megan apparently had.
Okay, that explains why people suddenly get skepticism now.
Joanna's group is now absolutely certain. Megan is lying about having brain cancer. Joanna notifies the authorities and, in December 2016, opens a Facebook group. The truth about Megan and Jean. She even travels to London and presents her research on Believe in Magic to the Charity Commission. In February 2017, the commission initiates an investigation. The group is reassured. They have done everything possible to uncover the fraud. They are convinced it's just a matter of time before Megan and Jean's scam is exposed by the authorities. But just a year later, on March 28th, 2018, Megan is dead.
Yeah.
She passed away at the age of 23 at the National Hospital for Neurology and Neurosurgery in London. The Believe in Magic community is shocked. Supporters, parents of ill children who were supported by the charity mourn Megan and remember what a great person she was.
I can't explain that enough. What an amazing human being she was.
She really was. She had more sympathy and love for people than I'd ever met anybody before. She got on with children so well. Really well. It was beautiful to see.
Because she was like a fairy godmother to these children. That's how she was. That's how these children, very ill children, saw her.
Some Believe in Magic supporters blame Joanna Ashcroft and her friends for Megan's death. They allegedly hounded Megan and destroyed her life.
And what Meg used to say was this woman was a pain in the arse. She was very demanding. She started up this, I'd call it a witch hunt.
Bewilderment, anger, and grief dominate the community. They lost Megan, the young woman who did so much for them. So, did Megan Barry have cancer or not? Her body was examined after her death, and according to the forensic pathologist, Megan's brain was morphologically normal. No swelling, no high pressure, and no trace of a brain tumor.
Megan Barry did not die because of a brain tumour. There was no evidence that she had a brain tumour or any brain abnormality. What she died of at 23 years old was an acute cardiac arrhythmia, a sort of irregular heartbeat, which was caused by liver disease.
It's a natural death, but very unusual for a 23-year-old. This poses so many new questions. Why did such a young person die of heart failure? Why did she lie about having brain cancer? Why did the lie go unnoticed for so long? And what about all the medication people saw her take? There once was a German nobleman. He was known as the Baron of Lies because he would always tell crazy, fantastical stories of his adventures. His name was Hieronymus Karl Friedrich Freiherr von Münchhausen. He is the namesake of a psychological disorder, the Münchhausen syndrome, where people intentionally fake an illness. They make up symptoms and present them very dramatically. Sometimes they might try to get sick on purpose. They go from doctor to doctor, describing their fabricated or self-induced complaints for attention, pity, or even money. Could that be the reason why Megan claimed to have brain cancer? She especially loved one member of One Direction, Harry Styles.
She was absolutely obsessed with One Direction, completely in love with Harry Styles, and she changed her Twitter to Meg Styles or something like that. She wouldn't stop talking about them.
When Megan first met One Direction in 2011, she was supposedly dealing with idiopathic intracranial hypertension. It causes discomfort, but usually it's not life-threatening. Though only a few weeks after that encounter, she suddenly claimed to have a brain tumor.
You know, there are so many people trying to get One Direction's attention online at the time. But if you're extremely unwell, you're more likely to be able to do that.
Ever since she claimed to have brain cancer, she became famous and had regular contact with her favorite stars. But that's not the full answer.
And Jean said, "Oh, Natalie, all you need to know is the sicker Meg is, the more attention we get, the more money we make."
I don't think people realise how dangerous she is, how manipulative she is, how much of an effect she's had on people.
There is another condition related to Münchhausen syndrome, known as Münchhausen by proxy, or fabricated or induced illness by carers. It's a rare form of child abuse where a parent tries to convince doctors that their child is ill. In addition to lying about the child's symptoms and diagnoses, it can also involve intentionally causing illnesses. Sometimes the parents are aware of their behavior, sometimes they are not. The parent's behavior can also make the respective child firmly believe it is in fact ill.
So the mom, okay, so far right now, she believes, she thinking she got a disease, right? And she uses that disease to get with people, basically the One Direction. But could the mom sees it as an opportunity So basically, like increasing like the leverage for her, like she get more money from donation and other stuff. Right. That actually quite scary. Yeah.
You might remember Megan had several half-siblings. On Jamie's podcast, they talk about their own childhood and how it was to live with Jean.
In our kitchen, we had an oak table, like a farmhouse table, and we had above it some cupboards. 4 of us would sit around the table, and every time we'd sit down for dinner, we'd play this game because there would always be a tin that would roll off the top of the cupboard and nearly hit us on the head. Jean wanted one of us to have an accident, and for us, that doesn't seem unusual or far-fetched. That explains what she was like.
They seem to have the memory that Jean somehow revelled in her children being unwell, that she liked the attention, she enjoyed the drama, she got to be seen as the heroic caregiver.
One of the daughters had kidney issues when she was 9. Jean's solution? Giving her cups of salty buffalo.
And that's the last thing you should ever do if you have those kinds of conditions.
You would know as an adult that giving cups of very salty drinks to a child who's got kidney problems is bad. There was 4 of us, all within a couple of years of each other. They didn't get Bovril, only I got Bovril. So was it a deliberate thing?
According to the sisters, whenever someone they knew was sick or injured, Megan would suddenly fall ill with a similar condition. At this point, they were already grown up and Megan lived alone with Jean. When the newborn niece needed oxygen tanks, Jean suddenly announced that Megan in America also relied on oxygen tanks. If the half-brother had crutches due to a knee injury, Megan also had them shortly after. When the half-sister had sepsis, Megan was suddenly hospitalized for sepsis too.
I'm going to predict this is going to happen next, and then we'd like put little bets on it, and we'd be like, yes, we got it right.
Megan was just 13 years old when she supposedly got ill. Her entire teenage years were marked by doctor visits and surgeries. Her whole life revolved around her supposed illness.
Are you telling me the mom
Megan
is a
was
catalyst of all
encouraged
this shit happening?
and indulged to be a very unwell person.
Yeah.
So rather than, as most parents would do, you encourage your child to be healthy, and if they are unwell, get them over it as quickly as possible. This was the opposite.
She took a lot of meds, including opioids. Doctors noted opioid-seeking behavior in her, and always by her side was her mother. Jean was the one who often posted the fundraising appeals, and she was also the one who first mentioned Megan's brain tumor in a Twitter post.
Part of the motivation here seems to have been to become a celebrity, to meet celebrities, to meet One Direction, to become this hero that could then look after other kids, because they were able to help a lot of children. A lot of children got a lot of benefit from the work Megan and Jean did. And I think they enjoyed doing that for those children.
I believe that's why the charity came about and why the charity was started, to get the attention of One Direction.
Later, a special review was conducted into Megan's death.
Despite there being no formal diagnosis of FII in this case, the presentation and coroner's conclusion lead all involved to think it was likely to have been FII.
Was a mom.
Belief in Magic was investigated in 2017. It was found that charity money had been transferred into Jean's personal bank account, and £100,000 were unaccounted for. In August 2020, Believe in Magic was closed down. Jamie and his team tried to locate Jean. They tracked her all the way to France and back to the UK, but to no avail.
And Jean never ever responded to us until right at the very end, just before we were about to publish, where she sent us a sort of blurry picture of a brain scan and said, look, this is proof
she tried
that Megan really did have a brain tumour. How dare you question me? And she, of course, denied everything, denied that she'd ever wanted to harm Megan, denied that she'd lied about it.
In the end, we may never get all the answers to this case. But hopefully the story of Megan Barry can help to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Munchausen's syndrome by proxy, or as we call it now, FII in the UK, is not just something that can happen to small children. You can be an adult and still be heavily under the influence of your parents or a caregiver. And that is something that the NHS here in the UK has now recognised and is starting to put out more guidance about this problem. Partly, I think, as a result of this case.
I kind of guess, like, yeah, the mom basically tried to, thinking she know it all and all that shit, and even though the doctor say no, your daughter is fine and all that stuff, this the mom just adamant say all this shit, and I 100% believe she tried to using the the charities, the donation charity money for her own stuff. Yeah, 100%. It's trip to Disney is the biggest fucking open thing out there. I don't believe the daughter at all. The daughter, like, according to the video, right? This is the daughter at 3 year had been diagnosed at 3 year, but she doesn't have like a headache or tumor. It's a mom say that. Yeah, the mom say that, and the daughter spent like her entire life with the mom. Of course you're gonna listen to your mother, right? And that is why the mom kind of got a hold of her. So, long story short, if you got sick, go to the doctor, tell them I got sick, and you helping me with it. That's not the problem. No, even though your mother don't know a lot about you, basically your parents or mom and dad don't know what's wrong about you, because they're not a doctor. They cannot like diagnose you with anything. Good job. So, long story short, the mom had a bit of a problem. Also, like 100 pill thingy. I never see some like medical patient. So the kid got murdered and the mother got away with it. Yeah, it incredibly don't stop that. Yeah. Oh wait, it's 6 p.m. It's getting late now, so I'm gonna stop streaming. I'll stream tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, really, I'm done with the streaming, so see you tomorrow. Yeah.